Good afternoon, Jason and Heather, on this wonderful afternoon here in Windsor, England, where nearly 100,000 guests have gathered outside Windsor Castle to watch the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the new Duke and Duchess of Sussex, on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Just about an hour ago, the newlyweds tied the knot inside St. George's Chapel among 600 invited guests, including a number of celebrities, including Oprah Winfrey. Meghan looked stunning as she walked down the aisle just before she met Prince Harry at the altar. Prince Charles walked Meghan down for the rest of the way. After the couple exchanged their I-dos, they left St. George's Chapel in an open carriage to go on a procession around the town to see all of the well-wishers who have been gathered since the early morning hours. Some people even staked out their spots near the chapel and along the procession route as early as Thursday morning to get the best view as possible. Windsor Castle is the backdrop of this royal wedding. It is about a mile walk from where I'm standing, and people have lined both sides of the sprawling property as far as the eye can see. And just before the wedding started, Meghan arrived in her car being escorted by several motorcycles as she made her way up towards the castle, towards St. George's Chapel. Jason and Heather, it was just an incredible moment just to see her make her way up to the church on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in England.
We're so jealous that you were actually able to be there.
And what a gorgeous day.
Yeah, the video looked impressive of what we saw from here. Daniel, for our viewers who watched yesterday morning, incredibly, you anchored the Boston 25 Morning News yesterday. You got over to London quick. Can you tell us a little bit about your trip and how hectic it was just getting to where you are right now?
Very. Well, my flight actually landed at 7:15 this morning. I had to go through immigrations, which took about an hour or so, but not only that hour, it was about another hour to get through all of the traffic from Heathrow Airport here to Windsor, which is literally about a 15-mile trek. But with all of the traffic and all of the people on this spectacular day here, it took literally about an hour to get here. And plus the security we want to talk about here. There are hundreds of thousands of people who have gathered here in this small town. So you can imagine they had to block off roads, they had to close streets to make sure that the people here are safe. And literally standing right beside me, I have snipers here who are watching the crowd to make sure not only the newlyweds are safe, but all of the people who are outside watching this wedding are safe as well and enjoying themselves. Reporting live in Windsor, England, I'm Daniel Miller. Boston 25 News. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Daniel. Get some rest now. It sounds like Daniel didn't even get to go to
no, I think he's got one more live shot.
Yeah.
I think he's got one more live shot.
He does,
coming up
but
at
then after that, hopefully he can get to the hotel and relax a little bit. We appreciate your coverage there, Daniel. Thank you so much.
Overnight, crews went door to door, turning off the gas and clearing homes. We begin our team coverage this morning with Boston 25 News anchor Daniel Miller. He's live on Chickering Road. And Daniel, that is where that young man was killed.
Yeah, Gene and Sarah, good morning to you. The DA identifying that teen killed as Lionel Rondon of Lawrence. He was sitting in his SUV in the driveway you see behind me when that explosion happened, causing the chimney on top of the roof of that house to come crashing down on top of the SUV he was sitting inside. State and local police, along with the FBI and NTSB, are all investigating the cause behind the explosions, which started around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Right now, investigators are looking at an overpressurized gas main owned by Columbia Gas. The power was cut and gas was shut off to thousands of homes, and people living in several parts of Andover, North Andover, and Lawrence were all ordered to evacuate immediately as crews tried to get a handle on between 60 and 80 fires that were burning simultaneously throughout these 3 communities. Schools have been canceled in all 3 of these communities, and shelters have also opened up to the affected residents. Authorities say they don't know when they will be able to pinpoint the cause and when they'll be able to allow people back into their homes. Now, neighbors living near this home where this teen was killed say the scene was chaotic.
We went around and just started knocking on everybody's door and shutting off gas meters that we can find. And then we got out and it was chaotic getting out. I swear it was like Armageddon. It was crazy. Just fires. There was a good 6 fires within a few blocks of our house.
And I was fighting with the traffic guy. I'm like, I need to go home. My dogs are there. No, you cannot go. You cannot cross the bridge. He goes, don't even bother. They are not going to let you in. I'm like, but my doggies are there.
We caught up with this one off-duty firefighter going from house to house, turning off the gas, all in an effort to prevent any more fires or explosions from happening in the communities yesterday. And also this morning, crews will be back out here on the scene trying to assess the damage and figure out exactly what caused this explosion, as well as make sure everyone else is safe. Our team coverage continues this morning with Boston 25 News reporter Jessica Reyes. She's not far from here at a staging area in Lawrence. Good morning, Jess. 9:14 right now. This weekend, hundreds of cyclists will take part in a charity bike ride in North Andover to benefit Ride for Angels. It's an organization that transports patients and their families to medical care free of charge. One of those cyclists will be Boston Marathon bombing survivor Mark Fruckerol. He wants to help the organization that helped him and other survivors during their time of need.
So what size is that? Like 11 and a half.
Sitting on the tailgate of his pickup truck,
That fits.
outside Lawrence Municipal Airport, Mark Fruckerol tries on a cycling shoe.
So I did bring Velcro stuff to Velcro.
That shoe is the one the Boston Marathon bombing survivor will use wearing one of his prosthetics.
I'll help you get your foot on and snap it in, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, that works.
You good with that?
100%. It's going to be for a great cause, and it's a big deal for me.
Mark lost his right leg in the marathon bombing, but he's not letting the tragedy stop him from attempting his next mission. Knowing everything that you've been through to even try.
Yeah, I mean, life is too short not to try.
Since the bombing, Mark has been using a hand cycle, even competing in at least 9 marathons. But this weekend, he's going to be on an upright bike for the first time.
I haven't done that since I lost my leg in 2013.
And getting to this point hasn't been easy.
With the inflammation in my shoulders and the wear and tear on my joints, I'm getting ready just to mentally prepare myself to try it.
Trying for an organization that's helped him and fellow bombing survivors in their time of need.
You ready? Go. I got it. I'm excited, anxious. It's for a great cause.
Angel Flight provides free flights and private planes for patients who need access to medical care. This is just one of the planes the organization uses to fly from state to state, and the pilots are all volunteers.
Angel Flight was able to fly some other Boston Marathon survivors to some important care they needed.
Scott Havermeyer is organizing the charity ride around North Andover. He says cyclists will bike 20 miles and 4 different routes.
Yeah, there we go.
Mark will take the same course.
He stepped up right away and said he'd love to be involved.
And after the first try, with his shoe and special prosthetic leg, Mark is on a bike.
Amazing, pretty good. Surprising that I was able to do it the way I was. Looking forward to trying to get out 20 miles on Sunday.
And with each pedal, Mark says he'll be thinking of the people who have helped him get this far.
It allows me now to return the favor and give back the same way people gave to me.
And we wish Mark the best this weekend. The Ride for Angels charity event is this Sunday and starts at 7 a.m. at the Lawrence Municipal Airport in North Andover. There are 4 different races, with the 100-mile race starting at 7 a.m. The 20-mile race, the one Mark will be bike in, will start at 11 a.m. For more information on the event, head over to our website, boston25news.com/more.